सो हेलो व्हाट्स अप गाइस, करो डीएनके स्पोर्ट्स गेम में हूँ आप लोगों तो आज हम फिर से खेलने वाले हैं गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट। तो स्ट्रीम में नए हो तो स्ट्रीम को लाइक करना, शेयर करना, सब्सक्राइब करना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। फ्रेश क्लियर आ रहा ना एकदम झकाझक। चलिए आर्कॉन जापान आ गई है हम लोग। पहले मास्टर्स डे ऑफ कर लेते हैं, इसके लिए जाना पड़ेगा हमारे यहाँ भाई। हाँ भाई चलिए शुरू। अरे आए हो तो लाइक करना, शेयर करना, सब्सक्राइब करना बिल्कुल मत भूलना भाई। क्या ही कर रहे हो अगर नहीं किया तो।
Hey, you two!
Margaret? What are you doing here?
My cat's gone missing. Have you seen it? No, not her. I imagine Diona's probably still in the tavern. I mean, little Princey. Prince was just home, now he's gone.
Did you seriously think Diona was a house cat?
This is a bit worrying. What if Prince can't find his way home?
Nah, you're always such a big softie. But aren't we in the middle of something? Sarah and Charles need our help urgently too. Let's go and see Jean first.
You're on the way to see Jean? What a coincidence!
Paimon thought you were looking for a cat.
Yes, I wanted to see if Jean could help look for my cat.
Seriously? You want Jean to help look for your cat?
What's wrong with that? Jean's a really nice person. Please mention it to Jean from me. I'll treat you to a brew at Cat's Tail later.
Hey! Hey! Ugh, unbelievable! Guess the case of Prince the Missing Cat is now added to the agenda for our meeting with Jean.
अरे कोई हालो हालो
Someone needs assistance. Acting Grand Master? Oh, Master Jean?
Oh, it's our honorary night. Sorry, I must have been daydreaming. How can I assist?
Actually, it's not us who need your help. It's a bunch of other people.
I see. Well, thank you for your service to the people of Mondstadt. I have made a note of these commissions in my files, and I will make arrangements accordingly.
Great! We didn't miss out on anyone's commissions, did we? Sarah's Hilly Churls, Charles' tax return, Margaret's cat. Seems that's everything. We'll be on our way then, Jean. Jean, are you okay? How's Jean holding up? Is it serious?
It's just burnout from work stress. She'll be fine after a good old rest. Thanks for bringing her here. She may have tried to keep soldiering on otherwise.
It's not a surprise, though. She does have a lot to get through every day.
Poor Jean. She's always been one to push herself too hard while overlooking her own needs. This isn't the first time something like this has happened. Anyway, you're an honorary knight, aren't you? While the master is down, the knights should share her burden, no?
That's a very good point, but shouldn't one of the fully qualified knights do that?
Jean has so much to do. An extra pair of hands can't hurt. You should go and check in at the headquarters. Jean will be fine with just me here.
Paimon feels like she's trying to get rid of us.
Why is that?
Nothing. We'll leave you to it. Come on, let's go.
मैं पैदल क्यों जा रहा हूँ? मैं टेलीपोर्ट ही से डायरेक्ट कर सकता था। अगर आ ही गए तो
Oh, it's Kaya!
I've been waiting for you. I have been informed about Jean falling ill. On behalf of all of the Knights of Favonius, allow me to express my sincere gratitude for your assistance.
So courteous and polite. This isn't the Kaya Paimon knows.
Well, the circumstances warrant it. This is the acting Grand Master herself we're talking about. Now, in addition to that thank you message, there was one other thing. It's like you read my mind. We have quite a connection, don't you think?
yeah man.
Things
Your
like
favorite
helping
man.
to fill in for Jean.
Right. Although the commissions you reported to Jean have already been handed off to someone else, I am concerned that they will not be handled with due care without Jean's personal touch. So I am hoping that you can help out where you see fit. I will feel much more at ease knowing that the honorary knight is personally overseeing these cases.
You can flatter us all you want, but answer me this. Why don't you do it?
Oh, I have far more important matters to attend to. There are so many things to prepare.
Fine then. So it's Sarah, Charles, and Margaret's stuff you want us to help with, right?
Those are the ones. I appreciate the help. See
you later, man. बाप रे, पहले बिल्ली ढूंढते इसका। ना ना ना, पहले सारा का मार्गरेट का बिल्ली। हाँ, तेरा बिल्ली खो गया मेरे को। अबे यार, नाइट है भाई, हम नाइट है भाई, नाइट बिल्ली ढूंढता है। अरे भंडी तू कहाँ है घर?
So, yours is the cat that went missing.
Venti! Have you come to help?
Me here to help you?
Why, on the contrary, it is I who needs the helping.
But Paimon just saw you talking to Margaret about Prince.
Aha! So, Prince is the name of the feline fiend who thieved my spare astral iron strings. Though it gladdens my heart to see that the free-spirited ethos of Mondstadt is alive and well in creatures great and small, still, it's a bit audacious.
Prince is a mischievous little rascal, all right.
Indeed. Just like Barbados.
Yes, quite. Now, let's see about getting ourselves an audience with His Little Highness Prince Rascal of Mondstadt. I have a performance tonight, and without my spare strings, I shall have to disappoint my audience.
What would a kitty cat want with lyre strings anyway?
Everyone knows cats go crazy for a ball of string.
What?
These lyre strings are made of astral iron, which contains anemo energy. That makes them extremely durable, so I normally just roll them up in a ball to make them easier to carry. That's a trick of the trade from a traveling bard.
The strings contain anemo energy? That'll help us. It's time for you to use your elemental sight again.
Hola, boss.
I'm unsure there must be some elemental footprints or something.
Thank you all. Prince should be somewhere around the marketplace. It's a black cat you're looking for. Oh, take this fish. It's Little Prince's favorite food. Maybe it'll help you find him.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom.
Detail ko na liyan.
Prince should be somewhere around the market.
That's a nice haul. मछली का यहीं पर पड़ी रहेगी. Oh, this cat came here. It's there, it's there.
Hey, look! Over there! It looks just like the cat Margaret was describing. So it must be Prince, right?
Dappa. Man, I'm professional. हाँ 20 मिनट हुआ है बस.
I will make you better.
Prince! Where did you go running off to? Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
We definitely had our work cut out for us looking for him.
Oh, Princey, how could you leave me like that?
Looks like those two need some time to themselves. And here are your astral iron strings, Venti.
You found them! Wonderful! I was not optimistic they would turn up. I dare say that a private performance played using these very same strings would not be an excessive way to show my gratitude.
What?
Apologies. At this distance, my cat allergy seems to be rearing its head.
Oh, now Paimon gets why you didn't go looking for your strings by yourself?
Anyway, Thanks for the help. I'll be going now.
तेरे को देखते मेरे को अच्छी आ जाएगी भाई, चुप हो जा। ये है?
Today's recommendation
तू ऑर्डर दी है?
steak.
Got it. I'll set off right away.
Amber, are you here to help out with Jean's commission?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I was just getting ready. Who better than an outrider to mop up some hilly churls on the delivery route?
Oh,
Sarah, what are you still stressing about? I'm an outrider, and I won't disappoint.
you misunderstand me. I don't doubt your abilities. I'm just overwhelmed at the number of orders piling up in front of me. Another bizarre order came in just now. It's like they're hosting a banquet or something. Really? You don't mind helping? Oh, that would be wonderful. You really are the good hunter's guardian angel.
Yeah, well, those hilly churls are going to be a handful, too.
Well, why don't you take this order? Start by getting the ingredients.
Are you sure she can be trusted? It might end up tasting a bit funky.
We're well past the point of aiming for perfection. This is now a fight to save the good hunter's business.
A fight?
For this dish, we need 3 sweet flowers and 3 fowls. Okay, go and get ready. You too, Amber. I'll be waiting here.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, right.
Have you brought me 3 sweet flowers and 3 fowls?
3 sweet flowers and 3 full and give.
Come take a look. There will
Yep, that's everything. Now, order number 7 is for 1 sweet madame.
And so begins the story of us becoming basic kitchen hands.
You did say you'd help Good Hunter out. Be sure to serve it while it's hot.
Sweet madam. क्या होता है स्वीट मैडम? हाँ, ऑलरेडी कुक्ड है भाई.
It's been getting... Any news on that sweet madame?
something that catches your eye.
1 sweet madame received. Mmm. This smells absolutely divine. This is nothing less than what I would expect from a head chef, never mind a sous chef. Since you cook so well, you might as well take this sticky honey roast next.
Sticky honey roast? Paimon's sure she's heard Amber and Kaya mention this one before.
That's right, a mainstay of the Good Hunter menu. It's my pride and joy. The knights order it almost every time they come here for a gathering. Let me teach you the recipe for a sticky honey roast.
Wait, didn't you say it's your pride and joy? You're going to teach us how to make it?
Just like that?
With your cooking skills, I don't think you will be doing a disservice to the Good Hunter brand. As soon as that sticky honey roast is ready, please bring it here.
Come take a look. Definitely.
I'm still waiting on 1 sticky honey roast. This is... Wow! Did you really cook this? This is quite simply astonishing! You were born to be a head chef.
Are we released from kitchen duty now?
Yes, thanks ever so much for your help. Amber should be able to take care of everything else. If you ever get tired of being an adventurer, there'll be a job waiting for you at Good Hunter if you want it.
Charles Bavois, please Charles Britannia. Tell us what is your problem.
Lisa, are you here about the tax return?
Oh, hello, darling. You're quite right. After I heard about poor Jean, I thought I might lend a hand with some of her more literary duties.
Cool. Well, if we're no longer needed here, we'll be on our way.
Wait a moment. Actually, Charles here was wondering...
Please, allow me, ma'am. I just took a rather important order. But unfortunately, we've run completely dry, and the delivery from the winery is behind schedule. If it's not too much trouble, could you go and do something about this logistical nuisance?
What's so urgent about this order?
It came in at the last minute. Literally just a few seconds ago.
Exactly. Hence the urgency.
But the next drink here had better... इतना दूर है 500 मिलीमीटर तेरी अरे अपन का क्या फिकर है अपन तो टेलीपोर्ट मारेगा टीपीओपी इन द चार्ट सीधा टीपी 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 ओ तो पी चलो 9 घंटे में अभी सेट हो जाएगा बाय दे बाय ऑर्डर दे दे 500 की
Have you come to rescue me? I've been waiting long enough. In all the time I've been working at the winery, this is the first time I've been robbed by hilly churls. If you'd taken any longer, I don't know what I would have done.
Fear not! My friend here is a hilly churl exterminator extraordinaire!
Just as well. Then please escort this transporter to the end of the road. And be careful with it. Just beating up the hilly churls is not the aim here. You'd better make sure the goods stay intact because I certainly don't have the Mora to replace them. I'll be waiting up ahead.
रुको भाई देख लेते हैं किसका स्वॉर्ड किसके पास है एक उजमी किया मिस्टर you have to surrender your sword thank you devil yeah अबे बहुत चौड़ करने ने
Off we go. Let's light it up.
Hello, Ekudmi. I'm
Light
still
it up.
alive.
Lightning flash!
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Lightning flash!
Let's light it up.
Make sure you join cat here because I am here. As long as I am alive, you may not leave this place.
Lightning flash!
Let's light it up. Let's light it up.
On the rocks!
अभी आपका सामने वाला रास्ता भी है
Leave it all to me.
Adventure time!
Take this!
Take this, you fool!
I must leave no stone.
Let's light it up!
Take this! Take this!
That's it.
Steady as stone.
क्या जमाना है भाई तोड़ने पर क्या देता है हाँ कैफेज इतने गरीब हो जाएंगे भाई ऐसे लूट जाएंगे कैफेज मिल रहा है बस Shake it and stir.
Off we go!
I'm here.
Adventure time!
Lightning slash!
Everybody stand back!
Bellowing thunder!
Let's light it up!
Take this! Yeah! Let's go Sayonara special! Take this!
Thank you, my friend. I thought I was in deep trouble this time. It's a good thing you showed up. I'll put in a good word for you with the gentleman at the winery.
Think we're finally finished with the commissions we were doing for Jean. A day in the life of Jean really is hard work. Wonder how she's feeling now. Let's head to the cathedral and pay her a visit.
Next mission. पूरी बात आजकल के मॉन्स्टर्स बहुत स्ट्रांग वॉन्ग हो गए हैं लेवल 47 बहुत चौड़ में आते हैं लोग तो मुंह में क्या स्पैम मारेंगे आग जलाएंगे फिर बुझाएंगे आग जलाएंगे बुझाएंगे तो हो जाएगा।
Hi, Barbara. Welcome back. You must be exhausted. Jean has regained consciousness and should be back to her normal self soon enough.
Monte Jules के बाद हाँ hello Monte Jules कैसे हो?
That's great news! Let's go and see her! But she just left the cathedral. I tried to tell her she needs more rest, but she wouldn't listen. She tried to act like she was fine and kept saying she wanted to get some fresh air. I bet you she's gone to Lady Vanessa's place again. Where? Oh, that huge tree at Windrise? That place is dedicated to Mondstadt's hero, Vanessa. Jean goes there whenever she feels lost and confused deep down inside. Barbara, that's some pretty personal stuff. How do you know so much about Jean's innermost thoughts? Jean, mentioned it to me, you know, before she left. That's what I'm worried about too. But I still have work to do here. Don't worry, we'll take over nursing duty for now. Great. That puts my mind at rest. May the Animo Archon protect you.
And Jean.
And Jean.
भाई ग्राफिक्स देखो भाई.
What should I get to take back to Lily?
तो ग्राफिक्स देख लो.
Lady Vanessa, I hope your watch over Mondstadt remains unclouded. I do not know if I, or the rest of the world, as you had hoped for, have become stronger. Huh?
Hi, Jean. Are you feeling better now?
Much better. I was not expecting you to come here. Thank you for your concern.
Are you sure? We saw you beneath the tree just now, leaning on your sword. It looked like you were struggling. Are you sure you aren't pushing yourself too hard?
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me. Hearing that boosts my spirits. But I must find a way to cope with minor setbacks like this on my own. Otherwise, how can I be the protector that Mondstadt needs me to be? The heroic protector that Vanessa was.
You truly revere Vanessa, huh?
I do. Vanessa was the first Grandmaster, a kind yet formidable woman. I have always hoped to follow in her footsteps. As the Lionfang Knight, she courageously overthrew the oppressive ruling aristocracy of her time. Then, she founded the Knights of Favonius and became known as the Dandelion Knight, spreading grace and compassion throughout the land.
Dandelion Knight? Isn't that your title?
Actually, all of the Knights of Favonius Masters throughout the ages have inherited the title of Dandelion Knight or Lionfang Knight.
Oh, that makes sense now. You too want to be as gentle as the Dandelion Knight, and yet as fierce as the Lionfang Knight.
Yes, I know it sounds like a huge honor inheriting both these titles from Vanessa,
Ole.
but I see it more as a huge responsibility. After all, it is a lot to live up to.
Paimon thinks so too.
Huh?
Jean?
Who's there?
Caught red-handed.
Your hand is red on it, bro.
Finally, an opportunity comes to get rid of the master in a moment of weakness. And then you two show up and ruin everything.
How did they know about Jean's condition? Choosing this moment to strike is a low blow, even for this lot.
As long as my name is the Dandelion Knight, I swear I shall not be defeated by such despicable means.
Since this opportunity has slipped away, I shall now be
Stop! After him!
Jean, you're still recovering.
No, I must go after him.
Jean, you can't keep doing this to yourself. Why can't you trust us to handle it?
Hey, bro.
I do trust you, but to let an enemy get away like this would be a major dereliction of duty.
Fine, but at least let us go
यहाँ पर एक
with you.
chest है.
Thank you for your understanding. I will graciously accept your help.
Off we go!
भाई रुक जा भाई.
Adventure time!
ओ हेलो तू अरे जीन आंटी रुक जा. अरे बोलो आंटी रुक जाना. इतना जोर से कौन दौड़ता है? अरे इतना टर्न ओवर भी मारती है भाई.
Leave it all to me.
अब पहाड़ चढ़ रहा है क्या भाई? पीछे की ऑनर ही ने. Where is my honor? अब lower. Higher. Now low. Ooh. Oh.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
I'll still go, man. I'll still go. I couldn't do anything. I have to do this. For the glue. ओ भाई ये विंड आर्कन का है, विंड आर्कन। अरे यार इलेक्ट्रिसिटी लेके विंड के एरिया में जा रहा है। ओपन करने के लिए यहाँ पर ये लगेगा आई थिंक विंड।
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
क्या को लेके आता हूँ, ये वाला आइस का है, कंप्लीट आइस। फायर को मारने के लिए आइस लगेगा बस। Man, I'm resonating with you. Resonating with the Geowaken. Let's go.
Got me that time.
Get out of here! Out of the way! Why do they never miss? Let's light it up!
फायर लेके फायर तो हिलेगा नहीं।
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, you'll please look forward to it.
Make sure to keep up.
I'll
You
take
come
care of it.
because, you know. And please bring the legendary sword. Let's do it. Boy.
Are you hurt? Ugh, darn him and his traps.
How badly are you hurt? Oh, One of my own being injured because of me is the last thing I would wish for. Let me handle this alone.
No, you are in no state to handle this alone. We're...
Okay, but before we move out, at least let me heal everyone with my dandelion breeze.
Thanks. You're amazing.
Oh, Jean is a healer. That's pretty good. I mean, say so.
Dodge this!
Bye bye. Have a good time. अभी जाके वो लोग गिर के मरे इतना डैमेज कर ले बाबा और यहाँ पर फटा तो कुछ तो देना चाहिए भाई कहा भाई मेरे डैमेज का है यहाँ पर
Looks like our fate finally declined. To think you chased me this far. Come on, face my grave subordinates. I put a spell on them to calm their fear of water. Glinda.
Dodge this!
You can't run!
Give me my aloo. Thank you.
Judgment!
Cool it! Dodge this!
Wait, I was standing in the water for 5 seconds. Even after it was destroyed, you know what? That was... Oh.
Face the fury of my flames. Just one is enough to reignite the fiery fury of the rest.
Freeze!
Bye-bye. आना इस साइड आओ आओ बेचारा दरवाजा ओपन कहाँ है भाई बॉस बॉस आई नहीं उससे पहले ये लोग आ गए
Dodge this!
Let the show begin.
Judgment!
Looks like our fates are intertwined. To think you pushed me this far. Fine. Let me deal with you myself.
इधर एक साथ come together and using ice to break fire हाँ अब तुम भी आओ और मजा नहीं आया close let's come close
Wind, hear me!
Cool it!
I'll protect it.
Dodge this!
You can't run! Punishment!
This moment will be frozen in time.
Can't handle your drink. Huh. Come on, we can do it.
Thanks to Barbara's help, my condition is better than I thought.
अरे
The
भी
main thing is that you're safe.
डेविल ओपी के पास आ रहा
Now,
भी
isn't it time to get back to
Call of
Mondstadt
Duty
and rest
अरे
acting,
कल आ रहा
Grandmaster?
Call of Duty
Yes, I should at least go and thank
Kal
Barbara
nahi,
again. I hope she's not upset with me.
कल BGMI परसों Call of Duty आज तो Call of Duty क्या करेंगे अरे खेलने का मन ही उठा दिए क्या बोलते बैटल पास देके जो फालतू बैटल पास दिया ना भाई डेविल ओपी भाई बिल्कुल उठा दिया पूरा मन इतना फालतू बैटल पास दे दिया कॉल ऑफ ड्यूटी वालों ने मुंह में हल्ट मारा फुल इन लोग भाई जीन इज ओपी ओवरपावर्ड जीन
Let the show begin.
Let the show begin. Monster.
Add Astro. Astra Abyssal.
Let's dance.
Freeze!
Yeah. Yeah. Go, Barbara, go. Yeah.
Master, you finally returned. The Animo Archon protects you.
Swan, were you waiting for me? Has something happened?
Yes, at the Angel's Share. Don't worry, it's nothing big, but... okay, I know I said it's nothing big, but... Alright, how can I put this? They just really need the acting Grand Master.
Huh?
Well, if you say so, Swan, I will go. I should not let the other knights down. It's fine. Now that I have had the chance to stretch my legs, I feel much better.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. You really saved me on this one.
For goodness sake, what is happening to the world? Swan used to be the most honest fellow. Now he's dumping things onto Jean.
Well, Swan was clearly agitated. Maybe it is an emergency after all. Let's go and see what this is all about, shall we?
Someone to chat to would be better than just standing around.
I know. You. गायब हो गया.
Let the show begin.
आई सब ताली मार दे, तू भी ताली मार. तू क्यों नहीं ताली मारता?
Better see Barbara at the cathedral if you're injured.
Dodge this! Ha! Ha!
पर तुझे कुछ काम भी नहीं. Where is it? भाई अटक गए. Yo, under tavern. Let's see what's going to happen.
Oh, what's all this?
It's a thank you party for you.
A thank you party?
Jean, when we heard the news about your illness, we were all so worried about you. We can only imagine how much pressure you must be under as acting Grand Master, and you do so much work all over Mondstadt.
We thought that since you so rarely take any time off, we'd take this chance to throw you a party. Enjoy yourself, Jean. After all, you'll never let us do this once you're back at work.
Jean? Huh? Is this Jean when she's shy? I've never seen her like this.
It's easy to forget that outside of work, Jean is just a normal person, like anyone else.
This is just all such a surprise. Thank you, everyone. This really means so much to me.
Well, it's nothing compared to the amount of work you do for all of us, day in and day out.
But there are so many things I still need to do.
Fear not. We wanted to make sure you could relax and enjoy yourself. So while you were away, we all pitched in and finished off your work for you. Every last task.
Did you really? Even the issue with the food deliveries?
It was no different from what we see on patrol. A couple of hilly churls. Didn't take much to get rid of them.
And the tax returns?
I spent so much time doing library admin. A few more pieces of paper to deal with was really nothing to worry about.
Well, what about Margaret's missing cat?
Are you kidding me?
That rascally prince was apprehended by the brilliant honorary knight. And he also reclaimed my precious astral iron strings while he was at it.
Enough already. No more thinking about work today. Enjoy yourself while you've got the chance.
It is my honor to work alongside you all. Praise be for the Animo Archon's guidance. Speaking of work, it must have been hard work to put all this together. Where did you find the time?
Actually, our friend here was the key organizer behind all of this. See all of this food and drink? He made sure it all arrived on time. Not only that, but he cooked each one of these beautiful dishes himself. So relax already. There's no need to be so modest. Of course, we also have Master Diluc to thank for the venue. Otherwise, we would be looking at quite an alarming bill right about now.
Despite my initial reluctance to sponsor a Knights of Favonius event in any way, I, like any other citizen of Mondstadt, owe Jean my gratitude for her hard work.
Oh, Master Diluc,
All right. Jean's supposed to be taking it easy. Stop crowding her.
Agreed. Now, let the party begin! It looks like everyone seems to be partying hard. Paimon thinks we should join in the fun. Let's go and mingle. Oh, and Paimon thinks she saw Jean go upstairs by herself. Let's make sure the woman of the hour doesn't get left out.
Oh, it is you. Yes, I am just getting some air.
Uh-oh, it seems like something's bothering Jean.
I want to thank you again. Either way, it is good to be here together with everyone. It has lifted my spirits. And it has taught me something.
What's that?
I am definitely more of a Dandelion Knight than a Lionfang Knight. The Lionfang Knight represents Vanessa's past, a past in which she fought hard for Mondstadt.
But it was the Dandelion Knight that represented her hopes for the future, a future belonging to the newly formed Knights of Favonius. I do believe that Vanessa watches over us, whether from high up above or from the wind all around us. Let the wind lead. The winds of freedom will guide us along the path that lies ahead. I hope you will continue to join us on that path.
नहीं, मैं जापान जा रहा हूँ। वो जापान में काम है। फ्रांस से ज़्यादा जापान में ज़्यादा काम है।
Come in, take a seat.
Just what will we come across this time?
Yeah, you.
I won't hold you back. Much.
As you wish.
As you wish. And minute.
in. Take a seat.
डोनेट करना पड़ेगा. Let's go. Let's go. हील भी मिल जाएगा आई थिंक. अरबी बुलावा आया है ना, जाना पड़ेगा. ज़्यादा कीचड़ विचार मत कर, घर में घुसने नहीं मिलेगा.
We have put in much.
कितना प्रोडक्शन हो रहा है एक्चुअली. सीरियस 16 प्रति घंटा. 4 घंटा बाद आएंगे. Four hours.
If you ever
8 बजे.
we have put in much.
Forward. Oh man, I mean my whole career is in forward. बाकी सब बना के क्या कर रहे, सारा तो फॉरवर्ड में. Yeah. भर के स्टॉक कलेक्ट कर लिए। स्टॉक की कोई कमी नहीं होनी चाहिए।
If you ever have...
भर भर के फरवुड लाना है। And I do think firewood is found here. चलो थोड़ा स्टॉक पाइल अप स्टॉक firewood कर लेते हैं।
Adventure time!
Leave it all to me. Someone...
ये हड्डियों के ढांचे बहुत
leave no stone unturned.
I mean, is that like a heart of the all scarlet? I mean, it looks like she's the heart. The way it is, she's probably the heart. झड़े हुए पेड़ से कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, सामने वाले ये पेड़ है, इंची हुआ से पेड़ से निकलना पड़ेगा। गलती से आ गया था ये छोटा भाई, ये गलती से आ गया।
Take this!
अब्बा।
Leave it all to me.
Lightning Slash! Yeah!
Let's light it up!
I think that's enough पेड़ for today. उतने पेड़ से काम चल जाएगा. I hope so. Oh. Shit. बढ़ छे. इसका मुंह मटका है.
Steady as stone.
My star silver farm.
Someone needs assistance.
होले कैसे हो? सब बढ़िया चल रहा है ना? ये तो फरवुड है नहीं, स्टारफॉल वैली से मिलता है। हैं? अब तक हम गलत जगह घूम रहे हैं। गिल्सन, आओ, आओ, ओके, ओके, ओके।
Lightning Slash!
Oh yeah, got my foot.
I must leave no stone unturned. Yeah. Steady as...
Let's light it up!
Pew pew! Let's go! I'm a rock! Huh, I'm here.
Let's light it up!
Take this! Pew pew!
Adventure time! Off we go!
Take this!
Off we go!
Uy, hola, 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 está, amigos. Timbarwood Chandi.
Adventure time! Let's light it up! Off we go!
Timbarwood Chandi.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
I should just, you know what? Do this. Literally just 28 after mining so much. You gotta be kidding me, right? कोई बात नहीं. Wherever with you, whatever life throws at you in the Teviat, the stars and the sky will always have a place for you. It hurts deep, man. It hurts deep. Those words, that's...
We have put in much work of late, and to much avail. Slowly but surely, the area is coming to life.
All Huh? There's nothing difference between it, if you don't know. Timbu Chandi. Get down. Get down. Get down. And here we go. 1, 2, and get now, and get now. And here we go. We got it. All we need is just this, for which we need this and sandware. We'll go for it later.
If you ever...
Adventure time!
We have put in much work. If you ever...
कैरेट डिश कुछ तो लेंगे तेरे साथ कैरेट
We have put...
दो कैरेट दे बस नहीं पूरा ही सेट दे
If you ever have...
Off we go!
Yeah, got it. Cholo.
Ben!
एडवेंचर रैंक अपग्रेड कर लेते चलो, बहुत दिन तक पड़े रहेंगे वरना।
Adventure time!
Fire, water, animal, hydro. Fire, air, animal, hydro. Air, fire, hydro.
We can do this!
Ice.
This will be interesting.
फिर से एक बार चेक। फायर आइस, हाँ। और बैग ओपन, सबको इनका रिस्पेक्टिव तरवाल दे दिया जाए। फायर के लिए बेनेट, ये इसके लिए ये, और हाइड्रो के लिए, हाँ ठीक है। अंदर जाए, हाँ लेट्स गो। हील व्हील फूड पहले खा ले क्या? Let's eat some drinks and all past. Okay. Fine. 10 10 15 15 10 2 2 10 10 1 1 10 15 1 15 10 20 20 2 15 15 4 1। ये तो कुक हो सकता है, ये कुक नहीं हो सकता। 2 1 2 10 10। हीलिंग फूड 2 खरीद लेंगे। हीलिंग फूड है, ये भी, ये बस हील फूड कंप्लीट करना है और बाकी सब हील फूड है। और कुछ नहीं, ठीक है चलो लेट्स गो। Some must be activated in specific order, some may. Okay, this one's pretty hard one. If you don't know, this is a bit hardy one.
Windblade!
डैमेज भी नहीं पड़ता इन लोगों को। लाइट से खेलना पड़ेगा बाहर पड़ेगा अरे जा
Adventure!
Don't tell me that there is more to it.
Cool it!
एक बला गया निकलो
That's gonna hurt in the morning. Off we go.
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Don't get frostbite. Freeze.
कुछ भी हीलिंग आइटम एक था आई थिंक एक
Cool it.
Let's dance.
Adventure time! Don't worry, I got this.
घंटे का you got it. You are literally dead, man.
Let's light it up!
hard one. That was a pretty hard. Full team heal. मार के दिखा वहां से मार के दिखा नहीं नहीं मार के दिखा
Adventure time. That's gonna hurt in the morning. Let's light it up. Let's light it up. Adventure time. Off we go. Adventure time.
Oh, so sorry.
Adventure time.
Freeze.
क्या हिल रहा है भाई? काले का काक रहा था फुल एलिमेंटर मारना पड़ेगा
I'm going in. Ow! I always bounce back. Just watch me.
Dodge this. Cool it.
Maybe I wasn't made for this.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
You know what the best way to revive and heal someone? He's dead. After level up, then
what's the hurry?
Don't they? I'm gonna be dead meat out here. I'm not gonna be, I'm already dead.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not.
बंदा डेड है।
Dodge this.
200. Okay, that's good. Oh, wow, 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 wow. I can't revive it. Oh shit.
Cool it.
बापरे क्या हार्ड मिशन। इसमें 1 घंटा लगा लेगा लगता है मिशन। असेंशन ब्रो, असेंशन। Come to a bit narrow place fight. मैं यहाँ पर आगे स्पॉन किल हो जाऊंगा अगर मैं यहाँ पर उन्हें लेके आया तो। लिटरल स्पॉन किल। और बस ये फूड यूज करना बंद। Oh no, we still have one.
Off we go!
अकेले एक ऑप्शन है।
Freeze.
Let's dance.
Cool it. Dodge this.
Let's light it up!
मन करोगे मेरे को?
Adventure time! Don't worry, I got this. Let's light it up! Couldn't. Break the curse.
Cool it.
Windblade.
Impossible. Come this far. 60 भेजना पड़ेगा मुझे मारने के लिए। 60 ऑल कैरेक्टर्स मतलब मेन बेस कैरेक्टर्स को 60 करना पड़ेगा। किया, बेनेट और एग्रेंज्ड तीनों स्वॉर्ड हो जा रहे हैं। ज़मीन को भाते थे नहीं, वो भी नहीं चलेगा।
Ah, you must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay. Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here. You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay. True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll all come flooding back?
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here somewhere. Let's take a look.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's situation.
This looks like Tejima's diary, all right. Let's see what we have here. Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was black snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon, but shrine today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew away into the distance. Seems like your average diary of daily village life. Huh? Wait, there's more! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine.
लेवेंडर चोर बन जाएगा फुल विलेज का लेवेंडर चोर है यार
Gotta think of a way to save Corner Village.
So this is the Omamori Tejima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on it. Do you think that it might come in handy?
Elemental energy guide me. कहाँ गया भाई? छोड़ के मत जा।
Here we are. This seems to be somewhere that Tejima visited a lot. The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Something that kept him in the village all these years? Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig it up and take a look. It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time ago. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone. But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh? Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. And I guess the Omamorian letter belonged to me too. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited. And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Now that I think about it, When my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out. Love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared. No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together. I barely recall any of it. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hazy dream. I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? Wouldn't that be upsetting for her? When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness, the feeling that something is missing. Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying
It
here.
has so much deep meaning if you try to find
I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really sad. Seems it's just like Ayaka and Tomo were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams too. That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we? Well, let's go find the next person. According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
कहाँ से ज़्यादा क्लोज है ये यहाँ से I think so I think उड़ के चले जाएंगे उड़ता बनू बन चलो उड़ता हिड़ो मस्त गगन में 5:30 बजे
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma, the ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation.
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself, I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't recall what they were. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
Huh. He seems to be telling the truth. But we better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say. We should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
Ada karakter तो change कर लेते हैं.
Oh, how exciting! Need my help as usual?
Yeah. बच्चा तेरा कहाँ चाहिए ना?
Take this!
मारा भी जा सकते हैं. Hello.
Off we go!
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in hoarder history.
You demand, boss!
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson!
Hello.
Another test.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Lightning slash! Yeah!
Have a little taste.
As a dutiful maid would.
Fry. You're open. I got careless. Picked the wrong test subject. You're open.
Take this! Yeah! I'm a rock!
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you. Kurosawa. Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
You've got a deal! Now show us what's in the box!
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah, a lot of them too! And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We're talking tons of Mora here. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Yes, of course.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
What is IOU actually?
Let's light it up! Leave it all to me.
इसमें डैमेज पड़ा मैंने देखा.
Pew pew!
बस 2 किलोमीटर हाट के कौन जाएगा? टीपी मारो टीपी. Cinema. What's up, bro?
Steady as stone.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about? Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it. Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Whoa, whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency
IOUs.
provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time.
Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself? I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for.
Okay.
Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But we didn't buy anything!
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you agree? Don't worry, I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh, let me think. 2,000 mora should be a fair price.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions are coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again and see if he can remember anything.
Off we go!
Take this!
Let's light it up!
Lightning slash! What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I...
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember, all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "With this sword, you should..."
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need, and look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision, and the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul. The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Hyman heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's, his senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago, and he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him, so the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them. Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
How did you catch up with me so quickly? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day, long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai? Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same swordmaster, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best swordmaster, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Make-Yoshi Sui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations from me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Make-Yoshi Sui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
बाहर जाके खड़े हो गए।
You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please, try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirit. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has—
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask.
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai, I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself—
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve—
No, that's not what I meant at all. I just mean this is Lady Yai. Anyway, given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo—
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yai. We're curious to meet her too. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two.
जल्दी खत्म हो जा। बस फिनिश, बाकी कल कर लेंगे। अब कुछ न्यू नोटिस में है, हाँ 2.1 अंडर द मून एडा अपडेट तो कल आ रहा है, तो बस दैट्स ऑल। नारुकामी श्राइन, चलो आउट हो जाते हैं। सो यो गाइस, दैट्स ऑल फॉर टुडे स्ट्रीम। अच्छा लगा तो लाइक करना, शेयर करना, सब्सक्राइब करना बिल्कुल मत भूलना। फिर से मिलेंगे नेक्स्ट टाइम, तब तक के लिए बाय बाय। अरे और क्या नोटिस आ गया? अपडेट आ रहा है। चलो चलते हैं। Okay. फ्रीज हो गया माउस। इन स्ट्रीम भी नहीं हो रहा। वाह 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 वाह। अरे यार शिट।